Inflation is so ripe that interest rates are going to be over 40%. That's right, 40%. They're doing everything possible to try and get inflation under control. The mess that they got everybody in, they're going to hurt everybody to try and get us back out of it. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Old, Sell. I hope, of course, you are all well. Trying a new thing today. We've got our new camera. I'm not entirely sure how it's looking. From my end, I don't think it's as good as the YouTubers on YouTube and the reviews that I read. So this mightn't be the final article. We'll test it for this video. I'll see how the editing process goes, and then we'll see. Trying to level everything up, as we said. In this video, we're going to do the usual drill. We're going to look at what happened last week. Well, I'll just start off by looking at that. You can see behind me, the week was generally flat. In last week's video, I said, look, 3.5 days of trading, really. We had Thursday closed, half day on Friday, thanks to Thanksgiving. I hope all my American and people that celebrate that had a wonderful time. But it did mean that the holiday season was going to kind of take the focus off the stock markets. Everybody was on holiday mode. It meant that the week was flat, and it was exactly as I thought it would be. Stock market news: stocks close out week gains for 4th straight week. The US stock market mixed on Friday amid a low volume day of trading following the Thanksgiving holiday. Closed about 0.3, more than 100 points higher. The benchmark S&P hugged the flat line. Tech-heavy Nasdaq actually fell about 0.1%. And you can see here on the S&P on the week it was a 0.06. So slightly up, but I mean, it was as flat as you can really get. The bond yields rose. 10-year Treasury note ticking up about 6 basis points to trade near 4.48%. Then we had Black Friday. Now, I hope you have all had a wonderful Black Friday. A couple of interesting articles I read today. A lot quieter Black Friday brings out discount hunters. I read this article. What was funny was there was another article saying that it was a booming. So you can make up your own decisions on that. If it was a good Black Friday for sales, we'll get the official data coming out very soon. For me, actually, I've spent a clean fortune on Black Friday. I took advantage of TradingView and I put that into my Discord. I have now bought, and we'll look at this, I have now got the premium, the bells and whistles service. So now we can add like 1,000 indicators, do all different wonderful things. The main thing that I really like is that we have all these indicators for the likes of the falling wedge. This is on the US dollar, Japanese yen. We're going to start doing a lot of trading. Again, we're going to start getting back into it in a big way. I haven't taken obviously the foot off the gas through that unnecessary hiatus that I had to go on, which is still dragging on. But that aside, this falling wedge would be your target, and then the target would be up here. You could say it played out 6 months later, you reached that target. We will get into the end of season stuff later in the video. Now, this is something that we wanted to talk about. We briefly talked about it in last week's video. Debt. Dear Santa, can I pay later this year? With credit card debt at record highs, more and more young consumers falling behind on their credit card payments. By now, pay later services are expected to see record spending levels this holiday season, which is frigging terrifying. I know so many people personally, and people that have spoke to me in the Discord or whatever it may be, they're up to their eyeballs in credit cards. They're up to their eyeballs in debt. Now, there's good debt and bad debt. Good debt would be the likes of a mortgage. Bad debt is the likes of a car loan. The reason being, one goes up in value generally and the other one goes down. You're paying interest on something that is depreciating in value. That is a bad loan. So you have to understand the differences here. I have always said you should never be investing in something if you're paying interest. It makes absolutely no sense. There's people that I know that invest their money but don't pay their bills and take out interest on, say, the likes of your rates bill. Sort of every year you can get a rates bill in, and you can automatically save 4% straight away by paying that bill. I know people that don't do that, and then they'll put their money in the stock markets and perhaps lose it or do whatever. You got to win the small battles. And that is the cleanest way, I think, to being financially free, is to have nothing on strap. For me personally, I don't take things out on strap. I've never really done it, and it's been well over 10 years since I've ever took like a car loan or anything like that. What I do and what I have done is always paid my way. The only thing I have is a mortgage interest. Obviously, that's a significant sum of money, and that is actually seen as good debt. It's good to have credit cards. You need to have built up these things. I have a running credit card that I clear every month just for credit, because for cashback purposes, for protection. So again, don't be afraid of credit cards, but understand how they work. When the interest rates were starting to increase, I took out a significant loan. of about £20,000. I took out that loan, the low interest rates at about 2%, and then straight away my rates bill comes in, I save 4%. So you can understand how there is a way of playing with all these interest rates and actually making it work for you. So I'm begging you to get an understanding of this, because it'll just make things so much easier for you. Which leads me to interest rates. Turkey raises interest rates to 40% to tame a runaway inflation. It has increased by 5% points. You think it's bad in the Western world, in America, UK. Imagine being in Turkey with 40% interest rates. That's the scary reality of it. Now, I know people think there's going to be a pivot, and I'm reading a lot of reports now that no one should be expecting rates to go back to the way they were for a very, very long time. I know they try to get, the government wants things to be back around 2%. I really think you should be setting this stall out now for years. Now, I'm not saying we're going to see massive increases to 40%. Our economy, America, UK, wherever, is a hell of a lot better than Turkey. Turkey has always struggled with these types of things. They have to get it under control, and that inflation needs to come under control. Now, recently we have seen it slightly come down, but I think there's huge factors that could massively affect that, which we've discussed in other videos, the likes of the war, the Ukraine and Israel conflicts. And I really do worry that when the likes of their mortgages come up and people are starting to lock into these higher rates, it's really just going to be a domino effect. Now, let's pick things up. You're thinking you took advantage of TradingView. You've bought all these different software packages, Filmora. I bought everything, new cameras. I bought so much. It was actually a great time to save a lot of money on your subscriptions. But don't fret. I've got some good news for you. If you feel like you have missed out on potential deals, we have this.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
That is my new favorite meme. I've absolutely been laughing my head off at Cilla Black over the last. Shout out in the comments if you remember who Cilla Black is. Rest in peace, Big Cilla. Yes, we have still running. Well, actually, I forgot about putting it out in Black Friday. The Black Friday deal is on. The course is 50% off. Use the code BEF50 for that. I want to promote some of the trading signals that we have been putting out. For those that don't know, we do have GrowFix, which is a partner of ours. We do have their trading, and as you can see here, we have a lot of people following us, a lot of people getting involved. These are trading signals that we're putting out for free right now, because in the new year, we're going to be putting out a lot of content together to try and put a log of all the trades that we do. So that is coming, but let's have a look at the S&P then. We can see it was a flat enough week. We did talk about these channels. It looks to be we're above. We have closed. Now this area is massively overbought, but as we said last week, you know, there was a period of between sort of the start of June right through till August. Those 2 months were, you were roughly in that area for a long time. But if I was a betting man, which I am not, I do feel that this is going to, and you can even see here, look, the MACD is starting to cross over, volume is dipping. I do think this week we'll get the test of a pullback. Now, will we dip, bounce off this level and push on? I kind of think we will, but we may see a little bit of a dip underneath and go. I just don't think this rally is going to end right now. I do think in the longer term, Q1 of next year, the pain's going to come, but then you will have the Bitcoin dream. So we're going to be covering a lot of crypto in the new year, and I'm really excited about that as well. On Monday, I'm going to try and do a live trade video. That's my intention. So I'm not going to pick out any trades. We're going to try and do that live with you. We'll pick some trades. If you're interested in that, please comment down below if that's something you'd be interested in. I'm going to try and do this video, and I might try and do some evening videos as well. Thank you very much for everybody that's tuning in. And I got my first sort of super chat, I think it is, a tip from Rags. Thanks very much again for that. It's something that we're growing and we're working on. I'm really excited about all this. For this week, I would just be waiting for this pullback, guys. I just fancy it. You could go short, you could wait and see, but there's no indications to say to go short. So you have to be careful. Another thing we put into the Discord yesterday was the Black Friday deal. Our course is 50% off wholesale. So we've got maybe Tyler potentially interested in buying it. We have had significant people join us. This is our Discord for deal hunters. This is something else that we've been working on. It's hard to believe it's been a year since we went live, incorporated. It's incredible how much it has grew, but we have a load of different members in here. This is the support group that you're in. Some of the testimonials are just through the roof. People just making money, just growing deals, buying deals. You can just get in, you can have a look. This is a free group. Go to Deal Hunters YouTube channel. Deal Hunters FBA is the website. DealHuntersFBA.com is the website. Go on, check these things out, learn how to make money, invest in different things. It's not all about the stock market, it's about putting your money in multiple places and watching everything organically grow. Anyone that has me on my social medias, Instagram, Facebook, will see the sort of crossover that I'm doing and how we're making money. It's it's extremely interesting, and it really can open up your entire world for better change. Consider subscribing to all of that kind of good stuff. Consider starting your new year off with an investment and a backing of yourself. I highly recommend it. I really, really do. People that have been following the channel for the last 3 years know I started the Amazon journey from nothing, and they've seen the progress. They've seen where I've been going with it, and what my plans are for the future with it. It's incredible how these things can snowball. The channel's getting bigger. Deal Hunters is getting bigger, and I'm looking forward to next year adding more content, the likes of the live trading sheets. There's so much coming. Please like, subscribe. I really appreciate everyone that supports the channel, and we're going to continue making money and making better financial decisions together. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your trading week, and I will see you on Monday. Peace.